Yo, what is up, guys? Shamus is back here, and this time we're going to be reviewing episode 67 of My Hero Academia. The episode was called Fighting Fate, and this episode almost shed a tear in my eye because, well, let me start off at the beginning. First, we see Togatsu, which is my guy. I'm always gonna say he's my guy every time I see him in the episode. We see Deku and Togatsu walking down the sidewalk, and then they run into a little girl named Eri that bumps into Deku. And this is where the confrontation starts because behind the girl is Overhaul walking behind her. So they have a confrontation, and when they're talking, Deku notices that she has some scars on her hand or bandages, as I say, and then like the way that she's trembling and holding on to Deku is like, something's not right. You know, Overhaul says that the girl's his daughter, but Deku asks some questions and Togatsu, and by the way, we learned that Togatsu's hero name is Lemillion because he wants to save about 1 million people. That's fresh, man. I love Togatsu, Lemillion. You're my guy. So Deku's asking Overhaul all these questions, and then Lemillion is like, in his head, he's like, please, Deku, stop asking all these questions. We're not going to be able to do anything from here. So they have their little confrontation, and then they just decide to let Overhaul and the girl go because Overhaul has a glove on, and he just shows a little peek of his hand. This message automatically sends to the girl. She's like, okay, let me run back to him. We're out here. Peace, guys. So Deku and Lemillion don't chase off after them. Overhaul and the girl like run off, and pretty much Deku and Lemillion pretty much get into contact with Sir Nai and Bubble Girl, in which they find that the Yakuza that are remaining, they have like a nice house. So they discover where the house is. Overhaul and the girl come back into the house, and then we learn that Overhaul, he does not play around. Like the girl, like one of the guards said the girl slipped out of his hand, and Overhaul was like, shut up. He just touched him, blew him up. Like no remorse, no hesitation in his like expression. Like Overhaul doesn't play. Like he seems like a badass. And what's interesting is Overhaul, he gets a call from Shigaraki, and if you guys seen a couple of episodes ago, Shigaraki is from the League of Villains, and they had a confrontation, which pretty much ended up in like a fight. And so Overhaul was probably thinking, man, that's out of the question. But Shigaraki gives him a call, and he's like, you know what? I got to change your mind. You know what? Hey, let's work together. So, so pretty much Deku's first day doing work studies wasn't the way that he wanted it to be, you know. And like after that, he feels extremely uneasy. He can't concentrate in anything of his classes. He just starts messing up on everything. Deku feels so uneasy because they didn't go chasing after Overhaul and the girl. And Deku, this is still a rookie. You still got that rookie mindset, you know. You can't run around chasing after everyone and then think you're gonna win 100% of the time. Sometimes you gotta just play it back and think methodically. That's what Night Eye and Lemillion was thinking. They're like, we got to use strategy to catch these guys because chasing them head on. These are good criminals. So like that straight on running thing, like trying to catch them, it's not gonna work. And it's funny too because Bakugo is still behind. Like he gets mad at everything that's related about Deku being ahead of him. Like Bakugo is hilarious. So now we learn that All Might starts jogging now, and then Deku comes, and then he meets up with All Might as he's jogging, and then Deku wants some answers. He wants to know why him and Night Eye aren't like, they don't talk like that anymore. He wants to know why you didn't give the power to Togatsu. Like Deku just wanted to know everything, cause you know he pretty much probably looks up to All Might as like a role model, and you want to know everything. So All Might explains the story with Sir Night Eye. One of the main reasons that All Might and Sir Night Eye's relationship started to fade away is because when All Might was injured, Sir Night Eye just told him, why don't you just retire now? But All Might, he still wanted to give people hope. He still wanted to make people have faith in him, like with the smile. And Night Eye was thinking, if you're doing all this, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to make it worse for everyone. But All Might was just not having it. That's what I like about All Might. He just cares about the people, like not himself. He's doing it for the people out there. So that's when their relationship started to take like a big turn. When All Might chose to have Deku as his successor, this pissed off Night Eye even more because Night Eye wanted Togata to be, even though Togata's real, like I love him, but this made their relationship even worse between Sir Night Eye and All Might. They used to work together for about 5 years, and then about 6 years ago, when All Might got his injury, Sir Night Eye, he's able to use his foresight to see 6 to 7 years in the future, and then Sir Night Eye looked at All Might's future and said, "You're gonna fight a villain that's gonna result in you dying, pretty much. Like you're gonna die in about 6 or 7 years." And this almost shed a tear in my eye because we love you, All Might. I'm gonna keep doing the Smash thing in all my videos, and pretty much in 6 to 7 years he's gonna die. And in the current timeline right now, so he can die pretty much this year or next year. And this really saddens Deku. And well, the thing with his foresight is the farther into the future it is, the more inaccurate it can possibly be. So I still believe that All Might and Deku, like they can change like the fate. Like I don't want you to die, All Might. I believe you guys can change the future, and I got faith in you guys. Oh, another thing, shout out to Kirishima, Uraraka, and Sue, because they're doing work studies now too. So everybody's flourishing and everything except you, Bakugo. You're gonna keep being mad about people ahead of you, which is hilarious to me. I love it. The episode ends where we see Kirishima doing his work study with another hero. Like they're about to get into some action, and then Shigaraki and Overhaul are gonna have their little meeting together. So the League of Villains and the Chiseikai are about to work together. Like this can be a problem. Like I don't know what kind of mayhem they can cause, but I believe in Deku. I believe in Lemillion. I believe in All Might's reasons. Like everything's gonna work out, but these villains are looking like a huge problem right now. I can't lie. All right, guys, that was my review of My Hero Academia. You guys stick around because I just got these Demon Slayer volumes. I'm about to do these reviews pretty much next. I just couldn't wait for the anime or the movie any longer. I gotta start reading this now. So, all right, guys, that was my review, and peace.